We're doing a projector swap out today. Today we're showing off our technology on our $60 NEC projector. If I didn't mention my name, I'll say it again. My name is Kenneth Berg. My company is Black Series Edition LLC. I don't know if I said it already or not, but who cares? But anyway, as long as it's done in the video, you know who I am. Okay, so so we're using a $60 NEC projector in our demonstration 720p. This is a unit we use quite often in a lot of our demonstrations. Projector I picked up on eBay for around $60. They market on eBay for under $200 that you can get them for. Now, the problem I have with the ultra short throw projectors they had today and the demonstrations, a lot of the demonstrations, if not all of them, are done in really dark environments. And the reason why they're done in dark environments is because the screen has a very hard time trying to pick up on the projector. Those other projectors, not name brand, the knockoffs, the king of the knockoff projectors, they will never be to produce in fully lit environments because they're subjected to being stuck to white and gray screens, which is two screens that cannot see or not ambient light rejection technology. They can't pick up contrast, and they definitely do not see color. You need contrast to see color. A lot of people don't realize that. They think it's white levels. It's not white levels. People think for some reason that when you produce a white screen, the whiter the screen, the brighter the levels. No, your white levels drop dramatically fast. That's why white screens don't pull up in fully lit environments. If that was the case, they would be able to do so. It's the darker screens that have the ability to pull up better color. That's how it works. So right here, like I said, basic 100-inch screen, which we've seen a lot of the demonstrations on YouTube. $60 NEC projector, fully lit environment. We're not sitting in the dark, as you can see. A lot of the demonstrations that I see on YouTube, when I go out and I do my search, I see a lot of demonstrations where it's a controlled environment. They'll have all this completely dark here. They have a bunch of light sprinkled behind the back of the screen, or maybe a few lights here and there, but the area is dark. Never see a 100% contrast level ever. And anytime we've taken the camera and looked on YouTube, we couldn't find star fields, no really heady contrast levels. Because again, as I said before, the projector may have the capability if it's name brand, but the screen won't have the capability. So therefore, the customer is stuck in the dark. All right, so as you're seeing, this is a basic color flow with fire. Background must remain solid black at all times. Those of you who have projectors that have a 500,000 to 1, 1 million to 1, 2 million to 1, we never see you in fully lit environments. And the reason why is because, again, your screen can't see contrast. Your projector can, but your screen can't pick it up. Let's go to a basic star-filled screensaver. This is what we never see. I never see this. Anytime I'm on YouTube, anytime I'm doing a YouTube research, we're looking for other video demonstrations to show us real contrast levels. I tell you, one of the things they do, they stick to a lot of color, because color is going to fade less. It's going to fade, but it's going to fade less. And this gives them the ability to be able to give it a somewhat TV-like experience, but you're still in the dark. Every demonstration, you're sitting in the dark. There's one fellow who reviews a lot of the King knockoff projectors, and he has one window on his side, and the rest of the environment is so dark that you can literally see dark pockets in these corners over here and a little bit of light flickering off in the background. I don't know how that's going to replace the TV. TVs can operate in fully lit environments without a problem. They can see 100% contrast, and they can pick up a star field in a fully lit environment. Now I'll show you my model number of my projector. The model of my projector right there. It's an NEC old 720p model. So let me tell you two reasons why you don't paint your screen with a white and gray screen. Number one, darker technology can receive and understand white light. As you saw on my ceiling, I can pull a snowstorm right off the ceiling, and the screen's super jet black. Well, we can see contrast, of course, because our screens are black. My screen can see 1% black level higher than certified because it's 1% black. On top of that, I can pick up white levels. I can also pick up an insane color level because my technology is really dark. It has a better capability of picking up more richer colors without the need of calibrating, which is needed for white and gray screens because they can't see the color and can't accept it. If this were the case, I would be able to find more demonstrations on YouTube of people doing demonstrations, especially with ultra short throws and fully lit environments and maintaining these levels, which we don't see. A gray screen will never, ever have the ability, no matter what projector you buy, no matter what you get, to see a contrast level. They can't accept it, they can't see it. Nor can they pick up proper color, and this is why in any demonstration you're told to calibrate, because your colors will be completely off because of the gray screen, even when you're sitting a couple of inches from the screen. This makes it an obsolete product. This is why, if you research for yourself, you go on Google and you type in what is the benefit of a black screen, and it will tell you it has a more superior color and contrast. But I love when people were saying that we had that issue where people saying, well, a white screen is going to pick up brighter colors. But if that was the case, then the white screen would be the dominating screen. No, you can't see it. It's not picking up. Even worse, those of you who are using ultra short throw projectors, you feel that you can see a white level. You're not going to see white levels. I'm sorry, a contrast level. Contrast levels cannot pick up on white screens, no matter how much you pay for the projector. This projector has a higher contrast than most of the knockoff projectors you see on the market. Most of the knockoff projectors have a 3,000 to 1. This projector has a 4,000 to 1. If I stick a white sheet of paper against that screen, it's not going to pick up. You'd have to be in the dark in order to pick up a decent contrast level, and that defeats the whole purpose of that particular projector, because that's a set-top box. That is designed so you can basically use your projector like a TV. Only problem is it's not a TV, and you won't be using it like one. AK Desire.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's try it again. 8K Earth. I messed up on that one.
Getting that from YouTube.
And it still gave me the wrong one. Let's try her again. 8K Earth.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, she does what she wants to do. All right, so as you can see right here, we can pick this up with no problem whatsoever. That's why I said P2 would be a cakewalk on this. That'd be too easy. It'd be way too easy. We can definitely get a P2 at an easy 155. We could do this at 150 inches easy. We've done this multiple times on this projector. So a P2 is easy. It's a laser projector. It's way beyond that machine sitting on the floor. That's why I find it interesting that people who own these machines, these high-end machines, whether they be Epson, whether they be Samsung or LG, or whatever it may be, have these really high-end machines, but yet they're stuck in the dark. Their machine's way better than mine. By far, way better than my machine. And you can't give me a 100% star field in a fully lit environment? Why? I can't even pick that up. Let's subscribe now. So that's a $60 projector. That's the same thing when I came on and I was doing the 150-inch screen. And I was explaining to people, I talked to customers like, why would you buy that projector? It doesn't even have a native 4K attached to it. Well, I got it because it does a 150-inch screen. Well, from all the demonstrations I've seen all very little 150 inches, and the ones I have seen are plunged in darkness. Even in their demonstrations are plunged in darkness. And that's a $60 machine. Y'all pay too much. If you have a high performance screen, your projector is going to do less work and the screen is going to do most of it. If your screen is really ambient light rejection technology, you could pull up in a fully lit environment with no problem. That's an efficient 100-inch screen I measured out. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the same screen that I see every day in all these ultra short throw demonstrations. I'm producing it at 100 inches. I'm doing it on a $60 720p projector that's never ever been calibrated in a fully lit environment. What's the excuse? What's the excuse? What's the problem? I bought it because it does 150 inches. You can't do 150 inches. If you're doing pixel shifting technology, you can't. Where you can get the extra pixels to compress? Where's it come from? I've had this conversation multiple times in forums and site rooms, like, all right, so you're doing 150 inch. So how are you compressing to get a 4K almost image look alike? Where's the extra pixels coming from? You maxed out your pixels that you have on that machine. So where are the extra ones coming to compress the image to make it sharper? You can't do it at 150 inches. You have to do it at 120. The lower you go, the better it gets. Or if you have native 4K, guess what? At 100 inches, you will still be at native 4K. Now, the reason why you can't do 150 inch on a gray screen or white screen, because this is a screen that's automatically going to have an extremely difficult time struggling at 100 inches. And you're going to do a 150 inch screen. It's a much bigger screen. It's going to take in a lot more light. It's a bigger target for ambient light, so it can't be done. You'd have to be stuck in the dark to do it. And then that defeats the whole purpose of the projector to begin with, because you bought it to replace your TV. But now you're stuck in the dark. Well, it's not a win-win situation for me. But meanwhile, since our technology is different, I can go down to eBay and I can get myself a $60, $100, $120, $140 ultra short throw projector. Doesn't make a difference if it's 720p or HDMI. I don't have to calibrate it. Just put my adjustments in, stick it in front of my screen, have my lights on, and I'm good. Or some of you are sitting in the dark with $1,500, couple grand, $1,000 here, $2,000 or $3,000, or even $5,000 for a projector. Now, in that demonstration we saw with the projector, I got the name of the company, but they were at 100 inches and they were complaining about the overhead lights at being at 21 feet up. Well, that's not going to work too well if you're in my environment, because my lights aren't 21 feet in the air. Now, for those of you using slogans like saving you money, how are you saving money? My projector costs under 200 bucks. I guess they call saving you money when it comes to screen paint, but then again, no, you're not saving money, because you have to spend the money for an expensive projector to fix what the screen can't see. You're going to have an insanely amount of contrast levels to pick up a darker shade of gray. So you're definitely going to spend more money with a gray screen or white screen to fix the problem. And you're still going to be stuck in the dark, and you still can't do the demonstration I'm doing right now. It'll be virtually impossible. And yes, our technology can pick up, boom, while we hit the screen. Our angle gain is insane. I can pick up all the way around the screen with no problem. Mind you, we took an Optima GT 5500 outside, pushed it past its limits at 140 inches and displayed outside without a problem. Inside, this is a cakewalk for the technology. I'm gonna leave this up here today. This is gonna be up here today. We got the other projector in the next room because we're gonna do a splatter screen. A splatter screen, because I gotta paint over those walls anyway, but the splatter screen at 5,000 lumens and somewhere between, I think it's 6 feet from the screen. That's a lot of power now on the screen. It's one of the most powerful projectors we have. On a gray screen, it won't even see it. The white screen won't even pick it up. Our black technology, it pops. Yeah, we're gonna leave this here for the rest of the day. And I got the projector behind me, which is nice. This is why I want the ultra sure throw in here. So a P2 on this? Oh my goodness, you don't even like that. Oh, I'm just telling you, when you see my tears are just gonna run down your eyes. Like, I didn't know that thing could do that. Yeah, you're gonna see some things at the P2 you never thought had the capability of doing, but it does have the capability. It's just being dumbed down on the technology, or screens is being displayed off. So this is my kicker here. How is it that we're in a fully lit environment at 100 inches, 16:9, $60 projector, no calibrating, and yet you got projectors that cost far more than my projector, and they're stuck in these dark environments. Oh, I hate that whole all darkness. You can't even see the front. You can't see nothing at the bottom. It's all black. It's black in the corners. That's absolutely a shame. Now, after this video is done, some of you who own these projectors will be stuck in a dark environment while you watch this demonstration in a fully lit environment at 60 bucks. That's your wake-up call. You're cheating your projector. Big time. somebody something about, what about your settings? Let me explain something to you. A gray screen, white screen, you can change your settings all day. Doesn't make a difference what caliber of contrast you have, how bright it is, doesn't make a difference. They can't pick it up, they won't see it. I can sit there and take a gray screen and a white screen, and we got tons of projectors here, and do the test, they can't pick up. The only way you're going to be able to pick that screen up is you're going to have to be sitting in the dark. That's the only way. Can't be in a fully lit environment. So that defeats the whole purpose of your ambient light rejection screen. Now let's see if we were to stick this. Like you were getting, we don't have ultras, we don't have the projector behind us, so now we have a shadow that casts on the screen, which is pretty cool. Let's do this with the lights on. Oh, what are you complaining about? What you need? I'm gonna go check your dish right now. Probably jacked up your water again. Taco is always jacking with water. Now this projector we're using right now is not designed for movie theaters or home theater setups. These projectors, the NECs, were designed to be used for offices, schools, churches, stuff like that. The whiteboard setups. That's what they were designed for. So it's not supposed to do 100 inches. It's supposed to be at 80 inches, that's it.
If you have a body and you like it to feel flexy, collagen. If not, then okay. Vital proteins.
Thank you for being a friend.
Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
Now, like I said, biggest lie we tell ourselves, and I've told this lie to myself, that when you buy a good projector, a name brand and a good one, it doesn't have to be expensive, as you can see right here. But I mean a good one as in not a knockoff. When you buy a projector, some people really believe, and I did it myself, that all those bells and whistles that you're getting from your projector is going to end up on the white screen. Because a lot of people end up buying white screens. They'll buy a very high-end projector and they'll buy a white screen. They'll see what the screens actually cost. They're like, gee whiz, that's how much that thing costs in the day? Oh, heck no. I'll just get a white screen. My projector has this and has that and so forth and so forth. And I'm going to be able to pick up all that on the screen. And they find out this is not going to happen. They turn the lights out, the screen washes out, the color washes out, the contrast doesn't pick up. So everything they paid for in that projector is not being produced onto the white surface. So now you got to find a solution to fix the problem so the screen can see what your projector is putting out. You go near a gray screen, which some people do, they go right to a gray screen, and then they find out that the gray screen has the same problems. Still has the problems that you can do a little bit more light than the white screen, but still, you're still in the dark. Your contrast levels are going to fail, color is going to fail, and then they find out you may have to spend the money for a more expensive projector with a higher contrast to fix the contrast that's failing in your projector, and that's going to cost you money. Why are you going to buy something twice? So that's not going to work. So then you look at gunmetal technology. You have a look at that and you're like, geez, it's like a $3,000, $5,000 screen. Yeah, it's going to cost you a lot of money. It's going to cost you even more because you have ultra short throw. And then they find our technology. With Mr. Bird sitting in here on 100 inches, $60 projector, fully lit environment, having no problems whatsoever. And then they come to us and we fix the problem. If a gray screen, as they say, works well with ultra short throw projectors, then I would love to be able to come on YouTube and see one demonstration in a fully lit environment with a star field. Show us a 100% contrast level in a fully lit environment without washing out. Now, I'm not talking about dark environments. I don't want to see any dark corners and none of that. I want to see fully lit environment, no dark corners. I see one demonstration of an open door. Oh, I hate those the most. But they look into the next room and they go, oh, look, like that has nothing to do with the screen in the other room. It really doesn't. I want to be to see your floor. If I can't see your floor, we got problems. That means your screen, your environment's too dark. You need to be right next to that screen. So, as you can see, my environment doesn't change. No matter what projector we stick on the screen, the environment never changes. Always the same. That's why I look at this demonstration, like there's no way in the world that their environment is like that 24/7. It's only for the demonstration, that's it. I'll tell you from the door, if your screen is giving off more light than your environment, there's definitely a problem with your screen. It should never be that way. Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's do a long version of it. Plenty of bright colors.
Twix with cookie and cookie dough. Kind of makes you wonder which came first. The cookie or the cookie dough. So embarrassing.
That was the dumbest thing I just heard. What comes first, the cookie or the cookie dough? Really? Gee whiz, I swear, this world's gonna be right. I'm not even gonna entertain that one. How the frick would you get a cookie? No, forget it. That would trigger me right there. I'm like, this dumbest commercial. People really got to think about some of these commercials that they put out. Like, really. I've never seen anybody take a cookie, take a pinwheel to it, mash it out, cut it out, and stick it into an oven and bake it. It would be the cookie dough would come first. Gee whiz, my goodness, marketing, boy, your marketing is horrible. Very horrible. Gee whiz. Really? I tell you what gets me. When people think that, no, things that when people do don't trigger me. What triggers me is stupidity triggers me. That's what triggers me is stupidity. People just doing dumb stuff and you watch them do the dumb stuff like, yeah. Which comes first, the cookie or the cookie dough? So yeah, I've seen plenty of commercials or cooking commercials. We're gonna bake some cookies today. And they take out fresh cookies out of that are already baked and they mash them down and basically, or liquefy, whatever they do, and basically stick them back in the oven and rebake them again. Yeah, that's real good logic right there. That's like the discussion I had with a friend, like, can you liquefy a cookie? That's an interesting one right there. If you put a cookie in a blender, can you liquefy it? No, you can't do that. It has to be moisture, some kind of water. You're not going to get moisture out of a dry, forget it. Anyway, let's enjoy the topic. My friends, I tell you, I love it. At the end of the day, the reason why we do these demonstrations, not only to prove that our technology is far more superior than everybody else, but also to show the customer at the end of the day that you do not have to be subjected to the nonsense. The nonsense of coming on and watching these projectors in these dark, dim, dark, cave-like and dungeon-like environments, and them saying, oh, this is the normal. No, that's not the normal. It should never look that way. How is it the projector keeps advancing, but the screens can't catch up to it? Spent all that money for a machine that you can't even use in a fully lit environment, which is designed to be used in a fully lit environment. I love the advertisement on these projectors when they come out and they say that it's a laser TV. That's what they call them, laser TVs now. It's a laser TV. You can use it in a fully lit environment. You can operate it like a TV. Only problem is it don't look like a TV. It's absolutely horrible. So there we are, showing off the white levels. Let's go pop over to the screen real quick. You know why the screen can pick up at this level? Because it was tested, that's why. That's why I can come on live and do these demonstrations, because the product is tested. If you go to our demonstration page, which is now massive because we've been adding to it, and if you go to our test demonstration page under the product, you will see multiple demonstrations of this product versus white screens, white surfaces, fully lit environments, 1,000 projectors in max out zones, because it's designed to pick up high white levels. I never see these tests on gray and white screens. One of the things a gray and white screen has to show off is contrast, not color. They have to be to produce contrast, because it's unheard of a gray screen seeing contrast. That's why you have to spend so much money for a projector to pick up contrast, because the screen can't see it. Even the projection screen companies know that. Then when they design these projectors, why else would you put an extremely high contrast level on a projector? Because they know that certain screens can't see it. Now, if all the screens were black, do you really think they would put a 2 million to 1 contrast on a projector? No, what would be the point? The screen's black. They have to have that. So at 2 million to 1 or 500,000 to 1 or whatever you may be at the end of the day, you can't pick up a star field in a fully lit environment, yet we can do it at 4,000 to 1. And look how beautiful bright the levels are. Oh, shoot. My controller's upside down. I hit Hulu. Sony 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's go over to soccer game. The reason why I do this one, because again, it reminds you that customer got duped and got robbed, because again, he should have been able to use it. That power he had in that machine, way better than what I have here. Far better than what I have here. Even at my 5,000 lumen projector, that thing is far more advanced than the 5,000 lumen projector I have. And he could not pick up in that fully lit environment. Well, actually, it wasn't even fully lit. A little bit of light poured through. That was base hit and screen washed out. And you do this on your ultra short throw setup. So now when I tell you that, because we can make this projector look absolutely amazing, and it can do things that other projectors can't do, as in producing a fully lit environment, which they should have that capability, but again, they don't have our technology. Imagine what the P2 would look like on an Alpha 1 technology, which is way beyond this right here. There you go. I guarantee you we make the sales go up on a P2 easily. And this right here is a complete cinema. This is a screen I said before, you can't use knockoffs on them. They don't work. I'm sorry. They come up too dark. They won't work. Now, I don't know what the Wii Max costs. Probably about $2,500 now. This is 60 bucks. And that projector definitely, these are the worst machines, and I tell you what, they're stuck on white and gray screens. I mean, at least if you have a P2 or you have a Samsung or LG or one of those projectors, Epson, you can upgrade to a darker screen. You can upgrade to our technology if you want. But with those projectors, you can't. I had to deny a couple people last week. We can't help them out. I feel sorry for them. They're trapped in the dark with these machines. Picture quality looks absolutely awful. They can't upgrade. They're stuck. Unless they take the projector back, or if they already own the projector past warranty date, they're going to have to just sell it and then buy the projector all over again.
All right, everybody, it's two of any of these for just $6.
Can you get a damn single with a 10-piece nut?
I'll show you how much of a difference if you have a white screen.
$6. And that's class. Sit down, buddy. Sorry.
That's class. That's
Two
fine.
Wendy's, two for $6.
I gotta get that to go. So today, I'm gonna sit up here while the sun pushes through my windows and watch cartoons, whatever I want, with my $60 projector. And those who do not have our technology, you will sit in the dark with an expensive machine that you have no choice. If you turn your lights on, your screen will automatically wash out, which is a shame. That's what you call true power in technology. It saves our customers thousands of dollars. You know why? Because that technology can knock out certified, which means my customers don't have to spend money for expensive screens or projectors. Let's go over here real quick. I'm going to take the surface here. And I get this all the time. Like I said, customers will go out and the first thing they'll do is they'll go buy themselves a white screen. This is going to fix the problem because your projector comes with such and so. Don't worry, I did the same thing myself when I bought my first projector. Same thing. Same problem. Went out and got myself I'm gonna buy me another one of these projectors too. It was my first projector I ever purchased, a NEC UM361X. Never forget it. And I read about the colors, I read everything on it. I did all the research, everything on this projector. And I'm thinking, wow, all these colors and contrast, I'm gonna see all this on my screen. This is gonna look amazing. And I hook it up and it was garbage. Absolute garbage. Mind you, I'm coming off graphic cards. I'm coming off two Sony 1080p's at the time. These were 1080p high-end projector, high-end television monitors for gaming. And I had a white wall with this projector. I'm like, ugh, this is awful. I couldn't even play my PC. I couldn't do it. No, that machine, what that was designed to do, oh, heck no. So right now, that projector sitting on the floor is picking up a contrast level higher than the P2. And for those of you saying, oh, but that's not true. Oh, yes, but it is. Show me one demonstration. Matter of fact, I could challenge all P2s today. Show me one demonstration with a 2,000,000-to-1 contrast in a fully lit environment at 100 inches. Show me the same thing I'm seeing right here. Show me that that screen is going to match those speakers that I have below. It's not going to come up gray. And I bet you can't do it. On all that money you spent for that machine with that 2,000,000-to-1, you can't see it. And if you choose not to do the demonstration, we'll do the demonstration and show you that you still can't see it. All that money spent. Because you don't have the proper screen. Even the big companies know this at the end of the day. You have to have the proper screen in order to use your projector. Now this projector right here has 3,600 lumens. Did you know that? P2s have 3,000 lumens. This projector has much higher lumen range. Still can't, white screen's not picking it up. Now we're not going to turn out the dark. We can turn the light up for a little bit, but we're not going to turn the lights on because, again, this projector is designed to be for a TV setup. We just stick it in the dark would be foolishness. And I can honestly say, at the end of the day, because I've done the tests, our technology is better than Goose Screen. We got the test demonstrations. We did it already. We pick up a way higher contrast level. Of course, the screens are 100% jet black. And on top of that, our screens see better color. We can maintain our white levels next to that screen with no problem. We can do white paper. We definitely can do a gray screen with no problem. Paint on screens, beat that one too. Did that demonstration too. Got it on YouTube. Had the samples ordered, shipped to the house. And any other light gray screen paint out there on the market right now claiming to pull contrast level, you know you're lying. But we're going to give you the opportunity today. We're going to pull 100% star field, for which we have more light in the environment because I want the sun to be up in here. And we want you to match that demonstration. Show us that you got your money's worth when you paid for that machine. That's going to be the reality check to show you why our technology is the only technology on the market. I can sit there and say at the end of the day, we have more tests than anyone else. We do. I have over 7,000 demonstrations on my YouTube channel of tests that date back before most people never even knew what screen paint was. If you go on YouTube, you type in anything, we come up first. We have more demonstrations in ultra short throughs, more demonstrations on low-end projectors, outside demonstrations, all different kinds of insane screen builds. You name it, we've done it. I even have a demonstration on the site right now of my technology versus a TV. I forgot we even did those. We did a bunch of those. Because we got there, we challenge anything when people ask, can you do this? And well, let's just try this. Let's do this one right here. So when we finally get set up, we get the P2 in here. We're going to put the P2 against that 720p projector. We're going to do a contrast demonstration. The P2 is going to go on a gray screen. And that one's going to go on our black screen. Which one you think is going to pull the better contrast? 2 million to 1 contrast versus 4,000. Can't wait to go to the former site with that one. I had so much all day. Oh, I have this much contrast and that much contrast. Why are you in the dark? Can you turn your lights on? You can't, screen will wash out. Now I know those of you are saying, well, why don't you turn the lights out? For what? Do you know what that projector is designed for? It's designed to be used in a fully lit environment. It's like a TV. Why am I turning the lights up? You think the screen can operate the light? Oh, I hate those comments so much. People sit there and say, well, can you turn the lights out? Are you kidding me? You think doing a demonstration with the lights out is hard. You do know it's less light in the environment, right? The more light you have in the environment, the more it disrupts the screen. The less you have in the environment, the better the screen produces. This is why when you watch demonstrations from screens trying to produce in fully lit environments, they wash out. The picture color is extremely poor until they turn the lights out. Now they got a better chance of pulling a better contrast level in color, but you have to be in the dark to do this. So if a screen can maintain in a fully lit environment, What do you think it looks like with the lights out? That's the easy part, not the hard part. Rolling for this, man. Why are you doing something stupid? Annoying. Always. Go. Get always in trouble. That fast, that quick. Cat's doing something stupid every time. I don't know what Toddler's doing in the windows. Too early for that. Okay, let me see. Oh. TCL 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now for the consumer, when you basically are shopping for a screen for your ultra short throw, you see this demonstration right here? This is what I want you to go out and challenge other screens. Go look around and see how many are doing these demonstrations on our level. Because this is what your ultra short throw setup is supposed to react like. Not you in the dark, trying to make out what is what. No, this is what it's supposed to look like. So you base your search off this, and I guarantee you're going to come back to us. Because I've done the search myself already. I already do the research. And all the videos I look through, you hear the rants of me going off on camera, like, what in the world's going on here? There's no way in the world a projector that costs this much money is supposed to be in that much darkness. This is supposed to be a TV set-top box. Why are the corners so dark? Really? Seriously? Oh, that's all the light they're going to use? Oh, they could have started with those lights to begin with. Oh, now they took it dark and then they put the lights. Oh, I hate that crap so much. That one demonstration where they're showing ambient light rejection screens, they start the presentation in a well-lit environment, and then the lights go dim, and then they show up the screen. And my personal favorite is when they take the flashlight and they go over the top of the screen. Well, what's the purpose of that? If you can't do that, oh, forget it. I'm going to go into one of my rants again. Poor demonstrations, extremely poor. No wonder TVs are crushing freaking projectors left and right. Now, OLED is a beast of a TV. How in the world would a gray and white screen compete with that technology? The screen can see a 100% super ultra black level. How in the world are you going to compete with that technology if you're a gray and white screen? Tell me how. You can't even pick up the screen's contrast level. When I go on these forum sites, we call them Stonehenge because they have like the TV and these giant speakers wrapped around. These are the OLED clubs. And I go in there and talk with them. I can do that because my technology is black. I can pull up in fully lit environments. I beat all the stereotypes that they joke about when I go in those rooms. And the first thing I ask is, hey, how come you guys don't get a projector? You know, big screen with these massive speakers. And the first thing, we don't want that crap. Can't even see contrast levels. Why in the world would I pick a black, super jet black OLED over a gray and white screen? They can't compare, and I got to spend more money for a projector to pick up the contrast levels, and that crap doesn't even come up dark to begin with. They can't talk about calibrating because I've seen people calibrate TVs. Then I got to be stuck in the dark all day long. They see the same demonstrations I see every day. Of course their mindset's going to be like that. And what if I were to tell you that there is a screen out there, a screen paint, that can see 100% black level? They can pick up super bright levels in fully lit environments. You don't need expensive projectors. You don't have to have certain type of screens to do it. Oh, back it up, prove it. And we just drop the entire demo test page on them. And then drop another test page, the demo page and the test page, all of that information, boom, boom, boom. And they can see the hours and hours, hundreds and hours of man hours that I pushed into my technology to prove that it's better than everybody else's. And today, my email is filling up with orders because I can back my tech. I can walk in there with the TVs any day of the week and show my technology is better. I can walk in there with the certified screens any day of the week and show my technology is better. That's why we consider our technology to be superior than everybody else's. Now, for you people who make these great products, can you walk into Black Diamond forum site or DMP Supernova or Elite Screens or any one of those gunmetal? You can't go in there. What about the OLED TVs? Can't go in there either. All right, then there you go. I had somebody put it beautifully perfectly when they said that you're watching this off your cell phone. What color is the screen on your cell phone? Is it gray or black? If you have any monitors in your house that you're using for work or whatever I'm using, what color are they, gray or black? So why do you have this expensive 4K projector or 1080p projector, what you may have, sitting on a gray and white screen? in the dark. You take your cell phone and turn out the lights because you can't see the screen? No, you don't. That's unheard of. That's the dumbest thing you've ever heard in your entire life. You probably, if someone told you, here's a cell phone, new screen, but here's the kicker. You can't use it in a full lit environment. You have to be in the dark every time you use it. Nobody would touch that thing with a 10-foot pole. Or here's a new OLED TV. Here's the kicker. You can't use it in a full lit environment because the colors and contrast are going to wash out. That sounds stupid. That's the dumbest thing I've heard in my entire life. Then how in the heck are you trying to get contrast out of a projector to produce on a screen that's gray? That's real stupid. It's not going to happen. That's why they keep advising you to spend money for more and more expensive projectors with higher contrast. You're just getting shades of gray. That's all you're paying for. Shades of gray. Red screen.
Getting that from you.
You know I gotta go here. Let's check out some colors. This is why you gotta calibrate. See? Can't see red, you can't see blue, you can't see none of them. In order for you to get proper, serious color, you have to have contrast. The darker your screen, the more advanced your color becomes. It's not, people have you think that, oh no, the lighter the screen. If that's the case, the white screen would be the dominant screen. It would be the most expensive screen on the market. You would go and spend $5,000 for a white screen. That's what it would cost you. It's the darker technology that produces the better color. Now, again, that's a 3600 lumen projector. It's 720p. It cost me $60. It can see red. The projector is projecting red. It has the ability. There's nothing wrong with your projector. People go and buy a more expensive projector because they figure there's nothing wrong with the projector. Your projector's working fine. This is a knockoff. That projector can see red. The problem is that the white sheet of paper up there can't see it. That's the problem. And even if you're stuck in the dark, I overlapped the projector. So that way, basically, we can get some of the bottom area hit too. My walls are gray. Not picking it up. White screen doesn't pick it up, but the black technology sees it. This is why you're told to calibrate. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
That's the luxury right there, people. Treat your projector like a TV. That'll be in here all day today. We're going to be using that for today. We swapped the other one out. It's in the next room. That's one thing I love about the technology. You can swap out projector at will. We don't have to be, we call them crutch projectors. A crutch projector pretty much is a projector that's set for that environment. And without that projector, that screen would look absolutely awful. So these are projectors that we consider real dangerous in demonstrations because, again, if the customer doesn't have that exact same projector, they're not going to get that exact same performance. That's why we did that whole swap your projector for a year challenge. You know, we had one of those, right? We had people swap out their projectors. So we're doing these demonstrations for one solid year. You have to use a 600 by 800 720p SVGA projector. I was using the ViewSonic. My projector in my environment was a 5000 lumen 1920 by 1200 WXGA Chrissy projector, and I swapped that out for a 600 by 800 720p ViewSonic, and I had it there for one freaking year. No one else could do it. You know why? Because if they move that projector out of the environment, the screen quality drops. And if the screen quality drops because of the projector, then guess what's doing all the work? Projector's doing all the work. And for the customer, how are they going to save money if you have to spend $3,000 for a projector or 33 or whatever it may be to get the same image? Because if they're telling you, hey, off that laser projector, you're going to be able to get the same image off 720p, well, you're going to have to prove that first. Or we have those demonstrations. I'll load them on the website for you too. On the demo page, you can check those out. Slow color change out.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's swap over to this real quick because I got to paint on. I got a splatter screen to do in the next room.
Real potatoes are the power behind Lay's potato chip.
I'll tell you one thing. I do like the ultra short though setup because I don't have the projector. I mean, I mounted my projector to the ceiling anyway, so I won't have it there anymore. But yeah, it's pretty cool though. I'm setting up my setting looks just like a TV setting, just like a TV setting. So if you haven't noticed that tape line you're seeing, that is the size screen we're going to be using for the P2. Our screen's going to be massive. It's going to be huge. And I'll be to come in here, you'll watch me walk in, turn my projector on, boom, thing will pop on, crystal clear. Like I said, we could do this with 720p, laser, 4K is a cakewalk. It's like jumping the Grand Canyon with a bike with a rocket pack on it, and then they switch you over to an actual super bike, like a Batman's bike like that with a rocket pack. I'm like, really? I mean, we could easily jump it with the bike and the freaking fire extinguisher, but this is what you're going to give us to jump it with? Really? Should we move the Grand Canyon back a little bit? Should we make it wider and bigger? Because it's going to be there you go. That's the whole scenario we got going on here. This is the Grand Canyon. You're seeing this giant screen. We're used to jumping this small screen all the time on that little projector right there, that cheap projector. We're used to it. But now since we got a more powerful machine coming in, it's up the challenge. Let's just widen the gap in the Grand Canyon. Let's make the screen bigger. Do you have any idea how much light that screen is going to absorb in? And then I'm going to get rid of these blinds in the back, which they got to go and put some sheer curtains in so we can push 10 times more light in the environment. And then the floor we have here, this carpet, I'm going to basically have it covered up, and we're going to put in a white, bone white rug. Of course, we got to put some colors into it, because not colors into it, but some different shades of gray and white, because Cat, Taco, and me will jack it up. I might just get it Scotch guard. That's what I should do. So I'm going to brighten this area really, really, really bright. Well, I can't again. If I wanted to, I would, but I'm not really want to. I could knock this area out easily. I want to whiten my walls. My walls will be super white. That's what I want. I might do that. I think I might repaint this room, because I want white. I want super white walls in here for the setup. Yeah, match my sofa perfectly. You know, add 10 times more light to the environment too. Yeah, no, I'm past the demonstration. We did what we need to do. When my brain arcs off to somewhere else, I'm like in another world right now. I'm just thinking like, I've turned these walls. I want these walls to be bone, super high-end white. That look nice with my black screen sitting behind it. The gray off of a splash off of it doesn't look, it's not doing it for me. Yeah, I can knock this out in no time at all. Doesn't have much trim in here, but I don't care about the trim. I want that whole area bone white. I missed that room where everything in the room was bone white. Oh, that was gorgeous. The room was super bright. Yeah, this isn't nothing. Now what I'm gonna do is I get a 1-coat paint. That's what I like to do, because I'm not doing 4 coats. I'm not doing coat after coat after coat. That's a freaking nightmare. I mean, 1 coat, get it done and finish. So they got this paint they make. A gallon would knock this out easily, because this has a lot of trim, so I don't have to do much to coat it. No problem whatsoever. But anyway, yeah, they got this paint that's $80 a gallon. That stuff is amazing. It's a super high-end, ultra white. That's what I want. Just needed for this room. That would generate a ton of light in here. And then with the carpet, because this carpet's kind of like a grayish kind of look to it. Yeah, we're gonna do the mats. Cover this all up with the white mats, or wood mats, sorry about that. Like a wooden trim mats all around it. And then I'm gonna get this this 12 by 12 patio carpet. I like those with the ones I used to have on the deck. I can have all, it has really light colors with it, so we can bring more white to the environment. We want this area to be super bright. I'm even basically the ceiling panels that I'm putting in the soundproof, because I got speakers I want to install in. I'm basically gonna do those in white tiles too. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna brighten this area up. I'm gonna take a look at a gallon of paint. I'm painting this section out. Should take me no time at all. Good. That's what I need. Sorry about that. My mind just went someplace else. I want as much light as possible to generate in this environment. All right, so as you can see, that's not working too well. Now let's go swap over to a little, oh, my personal favorite, 8K Desired Nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
Another demonstration done completely in the dark. Unbelievable. With Christmas tree lights behind the back of the screen.
We are here to help families with
questions
We're talking about faking it, man. You're not supposed to do that. Contrast levels are supposed to be done in fully lit environments. Because what if the customer decides to take that ping paint and go into a fully lit environment? That screen's going to wash automatic. Oh, we already saw that already. 4,000 to 1 contrast. That's it. That's all that's on my projector. I think only people get offended by this are people that basically make this product, and probably some customers that can't do this right now. No matter what caliber projector, you can't do this because the gray screen can't see it. But to educate the customer who's buying for the first time, this is how an ultra short throw should be displaying on a screen. This is the environment it should be in. Taco, sun's coming up. You can get your window now. You're a big head. Yeah, we got a title video that's going to stand out from all the other videos we've been seeing on YouTube. So that way when people are searching and they're looking for videos for their ultra short throw setups, they run across this, they can use this as a comparison video to all the other videos. Yeah, you gotta go with a white screen anyway, because like I said, it's a screen, I'm gonna paint over a screen, I'm definitely gonna do a white screen. Spend the money for a high-end screen and paint over it, that's just losing money. A lot of money. All right, I'm gonna leave it right about here. Now remember when I had this same ultra short throw projector, we had it right over here on this gray wall over here. Didn't see any contrast, didn't pick up any color, right next to the screen right here. Didn't pick up anything. Now we stick it on this screen, look how much the projector has advanced. On the gray wall over there, can't see contrast, doesn't pick up color, washes out. Over here, like a brand new machine. That's the whole purpose why we use older projectors, because at the end of the day, I can come here and I can spend the money for expensive high-end projectors and do those demonstrations. But how does this work for the customer? It only works for the first, only select a few. So basically, at the end of the day, a person that has a 720p projector shouldn't get the same quality as somebody who has a high-end setup. And that's why we call ourselves even in the playing field. So you're not forced to buy certain projectors in order to get your screen to produce a certain way. You're not stuck in dark environments. And again, I can't explain this enough, but customers don't want to calibrate. They really don't want to calibrate a projector. I don't want to calibrate a projector. All right, well, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the demonstration. We're doing some more on this today. I'm going to enjoy this screen today. And oh, I got another ultra short throw. I'm going to set it up right there. I forgot we got two of these ultra short. Same one. We got the gaming one. We want to set that one up over here for tomorrow. So we want to show you ultra short throw on a gray screen versus ultra short throw on our technology. That's going to be, we're going to do the demonstration for tomorrow. I love this guy, gives us all kinds of crazy and amazing ideas, but that's what we're going to do. I got it right over in there. Hold on for a minute. I got to pull that stuff out of there too. The closet's packed. All right, we got to get that out of here, get it set up, get a fire stick on there for that. All right, next demonstration, splatter screen. Can a gray screen see a 5,000 lumen projector at less than 6 feet away from the screen? We're going to paint in a splatter screen live. I need to do a couple of those because I need to add more demos for their site. All right, got to go. Thank you all, and God bless.